Well, what do we have? A knackered, tired and dishevelled taxi driver, no fuel anywhere to be seen, government ministers in denial, and the army to be on the streets within days. Who knew? Who bloody knew? How do everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a Wednesday. Hope you're doing all right. You can see the state of me. Need a shave for starters. It's been the week from hell and we're only on Wednesday, and it's all caused by this poxy fuel crisis. Before I go on, I'd just like to extend my thanks to a few of my followers who I converse with on a regular basis for coming and dealing with a nasty piece of work, who decided to attack my good name last night. I think the words were fucking idiot or something like that, but it degenerated slightly because he was accusing me of things such as driving my taxi while under the influence of alcohol, which I think last time I looked at is a criminal offence, and they look very dimly on that sort of thing with driving. Look what happened to Katie Price, for example. I'll have you know, I have never ever driven a vehicle under the influence of alcohol or any other substance apart from Red Bull energy drinks. I take the safety of my passengers very, very seriously indeed, and my family even more so. It's not something I would ever do. So, go away. Thank you very much. Now, on to the next thing, the fuel crisis. I went to Gatwick Airport this morning. I've got a reasonably full tank of fuel. I've got to go back there later, and I got enough to do that job, but it's tomorrow which I may have a problem with. I got to Gatwick. I went to the Shell garage there, which I usually do, to get a drink and something to eat for the journey home. No fuel. I passed the services, which bailed me out the other day. Hardly any fuel, massive queues. Checked another Shell garage down the road, no fuel. Up Detling Hill, no fuel. Thanet Way, no fuel. Story goes on and on and on. No fuel at all anywhere. And the only little dribble that ends up in the petrol stations, there's a quarter of a mile long queue waiting to get hold of the stuff, and I saw that this morning. So it's quite obvious we've got a very major problem, and as we've discussed already, it's been caused by the media. People have listened and gone bananas. They've got you on a piece of string, you know, snip it, stop it, and then all of this will go away. But what we have in the news, Boris Johnson, Kwasi Kwarteng, and all of those kinds of people are saying, oh, the fuel prices is improving. It's getting better. People have filled their tanks up and they won't need any more. So it will go away on its own. No, it fucking won't, because fuel runs out. They'll be back again at the weekend, causing all this all over again. Check out this news article where one of them's denying everything that's going on. Yes, Mr. Kwarteng, my honourable friend, that's all well and good for you to say that, but I suggest you come out of your ivory towers and try and get some unleaded or diesel from somewhere, and then you will see what's really going on. And what else do we see in the news today? They're prepping the army to come out and start delivering fuel. They've got 150 drivers lined up, and it will start coming out with them in the next couple of days. Have a look at this. So let me get this straight. BP has a shortage of HGV drivers to deliver the fuel. It's the only company that did. The media twist and skew it as they do. People believe it. The world goes mad and nobody can get any fuel anywhere. Thank you very much for that. And now what do we get a few days later? The army are preparing to come onto the streets of our beloved country and deliver the fuel. The army. Okay, under normal circumstances, may well be needed. But I will mention one word to you, Australia. What's going on over there right now? Google it. There's stories all over the place. Scary stuff. This is where it starts. Now, is this going to degenerate further? Or are we all going to come to our senses, realise there is enough fuel everywhere to go round everywhere, and stop behaving like a bunch of fucking idiots? This madness has gone on long enough. It needs to calm down, and I will repeat this on a daily basis until it starts to do so. Spread the word. The fuel is there. Let this madness stop. Now I've had my say, I'm going to get this gristle off my face. I'm going to lie down in a dark corner. For now, this is the Cabby signing off. Toodaloo.